Right, welcome to bonus knowledge. Yeah, this knowledge has just come about because basically Zerda, right, in the comments has been doing some good comments with a bit of knowledge in. And it's basically resulted in some more research into new knowledge, right? So this is just a bonus knowledge. Here's a quick refresher of the dike. Right? Obviously, I've been looking at Duke. And the dike is the same as the Duke, right? And as you can see that comes in very pivotal in this knowledge, right? This idea, right? And you see the ball dike, but obviously the other meanings also apply, right? Yeah, to prevent flooding from the sea, done that one, right? Yeah, remember who these dukes are, right? And there's Offa's dike, which is something I think it's Roman, right? Again, the Roman idea is going to be very important in this particular knowledge, right? So Offa's dike, right? But you see some of this stuff, the partition, the room divider, right? The divider, enclosure, the separator, right? Like the 7. Obviously the 7, right? The separator. So this referring to the purpose of these dukes, right? The Ducal-System, the Ducal-System, right? The dam. See? Yeah, like Jean-Claude Van Damme, Matt Damon, see? They're all relating to the Ducal-System, the divider, see? So this is the Ducal-System in the all occurred, right? Levite priests, barrier between their own people and the natural people. This also very pivotal to this knowledge, the ditch, right? The ditch. And there we go, and there's the fosse. Right? The ditch is the fosse, right? Which is also the dike. Right? So here we have the fosse way, right? The fosse way, which is a Roman word, supposedly Roman word, right? So dating back to some type of a, strange time, apparently in time period of Roman Britain. Of course it didn't exist, right? It's a total one of the biggest hexes going. Look what occurred, 33 and 777, right? Link of it. Fosse way. The word fosse derived from fossa, meaning ditch. About the dike idea, right? The dike and the duke idea. Another 7, right? In the western frontier. So a lot occurred straight off the bat. And the iron age, the fee age, right? All occurred, a defensive ditch. A bit of knowledge here with Ven. Also a decent knowledge about Ven. Right? How come someone else's comments have been the Ven and this high cross. Right? There's a lot of Roman stuff that deal with these ducal systems. Right? Six was full of hex, right? Castra, Castrata, right? The fosse. Right. So here's Bob Fosse, right? Bob Fosse. So Bob Fosse. Yeah, Bob Fosse, actor, choreographer and dancer and director and all. He's basically a musical personality. He directed on Cabaret, Cabaret, the most famous film in that. Jazz and all this shit. They won Oscar, Emmy and Tony and big awards. What Bob Fosse basically means Bob Dyke. Bob Dyke. And that brings to Fosdyke. Fosdyke, so Fosdyke is basically double dyke. Double dyke idea. Fosdyke. All Saints. Remember that pop group All Saints, right? All Saints, Fosdyke. Of course, those All Saints were trans, the opposite way. They weren't dyke. They were trans, the opposite way. Technically, but this cord is running through all the stuff. How we get this cord 7, 11. Again, a 33 idea, 2 threes. The name derived from Fotter's Dick, meaning ditch, or the dike. The dick and the dike. So double dike. Fosdyke equals double dike. All Saints. An interesting history about this place. Right? Or rather fake history about this place. Right? Fake history about this place where it's supposed to have been built by the Romans. Fosdyke. Right? Yeah. Someone like says Mark Bennett, the son, says the Fosdyke is almost certainly Roman. Look at all the code in this. 11666. Yeah. The Trent is the trans, basically that's the trans idea, right? The wash. Like the Jesus, the baptism. Transjordan and that, right? And the Ice Age, right? The last Ice Age. So it's all about the war with naturals, right? The 56, the 11, the 9, Cardyke, right? There's the trans, and the Peterborough and the York, so it's all coded, right? So, this Roman idea is absolute garbage, right? As we know, right? There's the Danes and the Normans and all this type of stuff, right? The idea that the country is being, invaded by so many different people in that course, wouldn't have even been invaded basically once, It's the invasion sort of is going on by the people who's in power now, see? That's the invaders, the real invaders of it and all that. It's all been a hex. Look at this. Look who it turns up in the story of this Fosdyke of King James. Yes, the same one. It's the same one, the King James, see? The 6 and the 7, like the big G, see? The 6 and the 7. And of course, there's the 6 and 7 again. There's the 6. Another 6. Totally biggest hex king out of the lot, right? Out of all history. Of course, King James transferred ownership See? Transfers of ownership. So it's all, this is the Roman Empire, what this is all about. Pure hex. The Foz Dyke. Judy Foster. Judy Foster, so we know what the Foss means, right? The Foss. Here's Judy Foster. And with a Christ. And the partner Sydney Bernard. Sydney Bernard, right? And you know what Judy Foster's supposed to be, right? In terms of what do you call it? This. So what the Foss, right? Know what the Foss is. And this idea is applied to Judy Foster, like. Of course, some could and not. You know what that is, right? And look at that one, now. See some could in it. And there's the transition order rules. Of course, this, I always put that particular could in all the time, for obvious reasons, like. And the Hotel Hampshire, the James. And we know what the Foz is, right? And this is your funny little code, right? Gaullers. No, the Gaullies. Well, no, the Gaullies. This is the Gaullers, the gay and lesbians of All Saints. That's a funny little code, like. All Saints is in some organisation to deal with LGBTQ. It's All Saints. And relating to the Foz, the first thing I put on this video, right? There's Offa's Dyke. This is Offa's Dyke. Runs between Wales and England. King Offa. Yeah, and this big hex basically. You know the dates. Yeah. There's a lot of hex in it, like. And 7. And sub-Roman. So seeing Judy Foster, now it's Mark Lester. Right? So again, same code. Les, right? Mark Lesder, who was played Oliver Twist in the old AFM, Oliver Twist. So that's a twist in the tail, alright, see? He's a Les. Of course, one of their tea drinkers. Les. No, not the acupuncturist. The Prince and the Pauper.